ലൈവ് സ്ട്രീം അല്ല, അപ്പുറത്തെ ഓഫീസിലേക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. അയ്യോ ഇല്ല സാർ സാർ
Good morning, all of you. First of all, I apologize for coming late by 15-20 minutes, and it was due to reasons beyond my control. I thank NSS College of Engineering, NSS College, for inviting me for students induction program, and I thank Dr. Suresh, the Honorable Principal of the college, respected Principal, the representative of NSS, NAR Seva Samiti, and the senior teachers, PTA, Vice President on the dais, dear parents, and my dear students, new students as well as old students. It's an honorable duty and responsibility to welcome the new students, because they are coming to this college with lot of hopes, expectations and excitement about the future. And similar is the parents' feelings, because parents are putting their word from school education to college education. So there is excitement in their mind, and also they have got some kind of fear, some kind of feeling of restlessness, because they feel that their children, son or daughter, will go to college, and they are a little worried about the environment in which they will study. They will grow up, and they will whether they will be able to remain their old sweet children or not. So it's an exciting and little bit feeling of restlessness among both parents and students. But I have also undergone the same stage of my life. When I joined college in 1983, and then passed out, and then came to serve this country through the knowledge which I gained in my college. It's an engineering college, it's a professional college. So every aptitude and attitude that you develop in this college should have professional touch. Professional touch means whatever you do in your life, it should have a finesse, a touch of completeness. It should be complete in all respect. It should be nice finishing. And society, parents, teachers should be proud of whatever you do, whichever field you excel. So when you come to a professional college, then you need to develop apart from your technical abilities, technical knowledge, you have to develop your personality also. Technical knowledge, your branch knowledge, your subject knowledge, there are competent teachers to teach you. Only thing you have to do here is empty your mind and sit in the class attentively. There are no good teachers or there are no bad teachers. There are only good or bad students. Teachers are same. Their teaching methodology can be different. It is the students who fail to adopt to the teaching methodology of the teacher. Teacher is full of knowledge. Teacher knows the syllabus. Teacher knows the pattern of questions. And teacher knows what is best for you 2 years hence, 3 years hence, 1 year later, which you are not able to see. As a student, you cannot comprehend your future. You cannot visualize your future, but teachers can. How to crack various examinations, UPSC engineering services, various other competitive examinations, GATE, or maybe other competitive examinations. So teachers are the best guides for you. So students, my advice to students who are coming to the first year and also those who are in the later years in this college, that you have to believe in teachers like you believe in God. In fact, God has himself kept teachers above himself. God says that teachers are above me. So that respect and total faith in their abilities can only give you that professional touch. After passing out this college, the society will be proud of. So have full faith and abide by the instructions of teachers like a dictum, like a biblical verse. You have to have full faith in your teacher and whatever they say. And while doing that, leave your smartness, leave your all the knowledge that you have gained out of the class. Empty your mind. You know nothing. With that, you sit in the class and absorb it. Second thing, we are engineer. You are going to become engineer. So engineer means something which is practical. So whatever you learn in the class, unless it is compared with the practical knowledge or applied in the practical knowledge, you will not be able to do justice to engineering profession. So here what I mean is, all of you know what is the physical significance of 1 kg. You can lift a weight of 1 kg. You know the physical significance of 10 kg weight, 50 kg weight, because that is the common unit of measurement used all our daily life. Even a non-engineer, an uneducated man can know the weight of 50 kg, physical significance. What is the physical significance of 100 kilojoules? What is the physical significance of such units or engineering units? You should be able to comprehend. When you are not clear, ask your teacher. Teacher always welcome questions. Teacher always are there to satisfy your curiosity. And a bubbling class with lot of questions, relevant questions, is always welcomed by teacher. So at the end of every period or at the end of every week, you should consolidate your technical knowledge, theoretical knowledge with that of practical aspect. When I say the building is 10 meters height, you should be able to know, physically comprehend what is 10 meters height. So then only you will be able to do justice. I have seen some students who have got wonderful practical aspect of their theoretical knowledge. But I have also seen very poor students who are saying that this much width is 30 mm. Is it 30 mm? So this must be around 250 mm. So they will say this width is 30 mm. So they have got no knowledge, no linkage, what they have studied in their class and what is the practical aspect of a simple unit like measurement of length. This is the such type of students also pass out. So passing out your college exams and university exams is very easy. After getting into an engineering college, don't worry that you will not pass. This college will push you to become an engineer. But after coming out, you should be able to fetch a job for you. You should be able to fetch a livelihood for you. For that, you are expected to have practical knowledge, practical understanding, and practical physical quantum of what you have learned in your college. Unless that is done, you will not be called an engineer. Now engineering is in various 6 subjects, 6 branches are there in SS college. Whether it is computer science, civil, mechanical, instrumentation, all is engineering. The common thing is, unless you have practical aspects. For a computer science engineer, a terabyte is a very common unit of measurement for memory. Everybody knows. But when they teach you about other aspects of computer science, hardware and software, you should be able to analyze and give me a time. Sir, this software, this application software can be developed in 15 days if 3 software engineers are sitting on it. This analysis, this estimation is only possible if you are able to have practical aspect of your theoretical knowledge. Understand? So you have to be called, you are studying in an engineering college and you have to become a practical person. Similarly, when you go out in a society, at that time they should, by your behavior, how do you walk, how do you speak, how do you introduce yourself, how do you communicate, what is the clarity of communication, and how much do you pay respect, regard for juniors, respect for seniors, and acceptability among your peers. All that should be developed during these 4 years. There is a very good, the NSS college also has humanities as one of the subjects or teaching, whereby such personality development will happen in this college. But when you go out in society, you should be singled out. Yes, he is doing an engineering. By your dressing sense, your hairstyle, by your facial makeups, people should realize, people should recognize, yes, he is budding engineer. We have come here to enjoy. This is the best part of your life. All the students who are joining first year and those who are studying, you are in the peak of your life, best part of your life. This time will never come again. And you ask any of your senior that what was the best time in your life, even if you ask me, the 5 years in engineering college which I spent was the best years of my life, because the rate of learning is maximum at this time. Even a 5-year-old child also learns a lot from society, but he learns the basics. But this 4 years, you will be learning the technology, you will be learning your life skills, you will be learning the soft skills, and the rate of learning will be maximum. Once you pass out of this college, the rate of learning will gradually come down, and you will make new friends, you will make new relationships, you will get linked to professional bodies, you will come to industry for practical sessions, you will do project work, you will be doing labs. All these things are so much learning, will offer you so much learning to you, that this is the best phase of life which you have to enjoy. All the tools and techniques that are available in the hands of students today, the technology has provided so many tools. So any technology has got positive aspects as well as negative aspects. So don't become a slave to technology. Slave to technology means don't let technology drive you. You should use the technology. Technology is there for the use. You have got a very high performance car in your hand. You can drive it at 200 kilometers per hour. But should you? Should car drive you or you should drive the car? We should drive the car. So similarly, use the technology to the best use for your academics. Don't get involved in social media, social sites unnecessary. There is no point of seeing laughter movies, laughter TikToks. It has got no value addition in your life. It will simply spoil your life. Don't get addicted to any social media. Don't get too much addicted to Facebook, Twitter. All these things, life is there for you to do. Use just Twitter, use YouTube, use Facebook to enhance your technical knowledge, to enhance the knowledge of your life skills. Then it is useful. But don't even waste a single second watching useless website or advertisements or posts. They neglect them. And then you will see how this technology will be useful to you. Today, you can learn what I could have, you can learn in 1 month about a subject. What I would have taken 3 years to learn in my age. Because I had to go to read books, I have to go to library, I have to search books, I have to ask teachers, seniors for any knowledge out of the books, out of the class. But today you have got YouTube, you have got technical journals knowledge, soft copies of technical journals available at click of a button. So you can scan library of big libraries, big books in matter of minutes. Whereas I used, at my time we have to go to the library and search the books. So today you can learn about a topic in 1 month which I would have taken 3 years. So that is the advantage with you. That is the technological advantage with you. But if you don't use it properly, this 1 month, I would have learned that topic in 3 years. You won't learn in 5 years also. If you don't use this technology, you'll waste your time. And you'll come out of the college knowing nothing about your subject, knowing nothing about your branch, knowing nothing what to do in future, and knowing nothing what to do next. Don't be a crowd. And I'll tell you, the time to come, there are more job opportunities than any time before. This is an old people will always tell you. In my college, when I passed out, I had 3 jobs in my hand. But if you go deeply, today you have got more jobs, more variety of jobs, and the jobs which will give you real satisfaction. I derived satisfaction from my job after 5-6 years into job. Then I started enjoying it. But for first 5-6 years was not very comfortable for me because I thought something else and I was given some other responsibility. Later on I started enjoying. But you have got variety of choices, careers, so jobs are not a problem. Only thing is you have to keep this mind in place. As far as social sites are concerned, as well as useless thoughts are concerned, and as well as keeping this mind focused on 4 years in this college, learning, using technology to assimilate maximum information about your branch, develop your soft skills, and don't get negative thoughts. Because in olden days, the people were physically working. So they were tired. So their body and mind will sleep together. So they will sleep early, have 8 hours of sleep, and get up in the morning, remain healthy. Whereas today, our body and mind are not getting tired together. So we are facing lack of sleep. We are facing problems of sleep. The problems of late sleep, no sleep, less sleep was never heard of up to the age of 60 when people were retiring. Because they are mentally and physically they were sleeping at the same time. Today you will be doing your research, Facebook research up to 3 o'clock in the morning. Morning 9 o'clock is the college. Where you will get time to sleep? And I will tell you, lack of sleep will create so much problems which no psychologist, physiologist or doctor can catch. You will go with them with headache, with some other problems, but he will not know what is the real reason. The real reason is lack of sleep. But today's technology, today's lifestyle doesn't allow you to sleep at 10 o'clock. No problem. You sleep at 12 o'clock in the night, but have at least 6 hours of sound sleep. If you sleep 3 o'clock in the morning, I will tell you at the age of 40, you will not be able to sustain the pressures of life. And nobody will be able to reverse it. So for you to remain your head and body, mind and body in same place, positively motivated, you need to have 6-7 hours of sleep, and that is, don't wake up and keep awake in the night. Late night parties are always welcome. Weekend parties are always welcome. Because next thing you have got 10 o'clock, you can get up at 10 o'clock. But on working days, you have to get up to go to college. And when you go to college, you have to be mentally and physically fit. Then only you can assimilate the knowledge in the college. Otherwise, you will be loitering around in the college and the class, getting nothing. So, I hope that you will be able to use the technology, use the facilities available here, and pass your these 4 years by in only one pursuit, and that is gaining knowledge, nothing else. Gaining knowledge, technical subject, and gaining knowledge about your soft skills. You should be a personality. People should know that he is an engineer. He is an engineer from NSS College. He is studying engineering. So that difference has to be there. The difference between Victoria College and NSS College should be sharp in your personality. Looks, hair, dress, everything. I am not demeaning Victoria College. The students there also become civil servants. But you are a professional college. You are a college student of professional college. So you should be proud of it and work for it to become a professional. There are a lot of things to say, but it will eat away time of other speakers. So I once again wish you all the best. And one request with parents is that leave your child to the college, they will take care. Leave your child to the society. He has grown enough, he or she has grown enough to take decisions of his life. Don't interfere. And just have a satellite view. Don't get into their mind and try to grow them up, because you were also of the same age. What you felt, you should be having the same feeling for your children also. Just if you want to control him or her, if you want to say something, first before speaking a word, just get down to your memory lane when you were in the college and how you reacted and how you want your parents to be reacted, act in the same way. Because today, the most important thing is there is lack of communication between parents and the grown-up children. And that lack of communication can be bridged only when your child thinks that you are mature enough to give him advice. Otherwise, he will never take your advice and he will take advice from outside. So, that is dangerous. So, unless you become friend of your child, I will tell you my own son. My son was studying in IIT Roorkee. So, immediately after dropping him and attending similar induction program there, we came back to our home and I am trying to call him. My wife is trying to call him. He is not picking up the phone. So, that was the first time I opened Facebook account for my son. And I pinged him on the Facebook, how are you? Within a second, his reply came, I am fine. But when I was calling on telephone, he was not lifting. So, some of my colleagues who have also faced similar situations, they told me, you have to get down to the level of your son mentality and then only you can communicate. Because in communication engineering, or in electronics, what is the way communication can happen? Only when we tune to that frequency of transmitter and receiver at same frequency. Similarly, maximum power transfer takes place when there is impedance matching. And minimum power consumption is when there is impedance matching. So, impedance match or tuning the frequencies between the parents and children, that is the responsibility not of child, it is the responsibility of the parent. So, because you have passed through that lanes, you have passed through that roads, you have passed through that hostels, and you know very well what happens to the child's mind. Child cannot understand what is happening in your mind because he has not grown up. And if your child understands what is happening in your mind, there is psychological problem in your child. So, get down to his level, her level, and communicate. And if your child thinks that you are educated enough, you are capable enough, or you are having, or if he has faith on you that he can take advice from you, you are the luckiest parent. My 99 parents are not like that. So, more than induction program of children, there has to be an induction program for parents also. So, I wish that this is a modern way of growing up. This is a modern way you can bring up your children, be friendly with them, and then you enjoy his studies in college. You both will enjoy. Have a good atmosphere in home. Thank you.